So Nancy, I'm going to ask you some questions as part of a questionnaire that helps us to determine and assess some of the risks that you have related to opioid use.
Okay, sure.
It's a questionnaire that we give to everyone who are starting on opioids or who are currently on opioids.
Okay.
So can you tell me, to start, a little bit about your family history? For example, does anyone in your family, your parents or your siblings, have they had problems with alcohol use?
Alcohol use? I know my mom's dad, so my grandfather, he had a drinking problem. But then my mom, because of that, never touched a drop of alcohol. And then I think my siblings are fine. They just drink alcohol like normal people, like social drinkers.
Okay. And same people, so parents or siblings, anyone have problems with illegal drugs?
My brother got arrested for some of his illegal drug activities, but would that count? Do you think that's an issue? I think that's the only person in my family that stands out for that.
Anyone else using pot or cannabis?
Probably. Who isn't?
Okay. And what about prescription drug use? Anyone have problems with that? Your parents or siblings?
Not that I know of.
Great. And in terms of your personal history, have you had problems in the past with alcohol?
Define problem. I mean, maybe run into some issues while drinking alcohol. Maybe it skips a generation in my family. Yeah, maybe a problem, but I guess it depends on how you would define a problem.
Okay, so tell me how much you're currently drinking.
A couple of glasses of wine a night, sometimes with a beer as well. So like 4 to 5 glasses of wine and a beer right before sleep so that I can get to sleep.
Okay, and what about in the past? Have you drank more?
When I was younger and going through my first divorce, yeah, it helped me cope with a lot of stuff.
Okay. And have you ever discussed your alcohol use with your doctor? Did they ever let you know that you might be drinking too much?
They said my liver was acting a little bit funny. They thought it was due to the alcohol, so yeah, some people expressed some kind of concerns about it.
Okay, I'd like to come back to discuss some of this a little bit later after we're finished with some of these questionnaire questions.
Sure.
Okay. And what about any personal history with illegal drugs? That includes marijuana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And any personal history with prescription drug abuse or prescription drug problems?
Nothing that stands out to me, no.
Just remind me of your age.
I'm 57.
Okay. And have you had any history of trauma in your life? This is a difficult question for some people to answer.
I guess my uncle, he wasn't the best uncle, and I'd say there was some trauma there.
Okay.
In my past, yeah. I'd rather not get into it.
Okay. And I'll just ask, have you disclosed that to anyone else, another healthcare professional, maybe your doctor?
I've seen my therapist about it, and I've talked to her about it. That's ongoing, I guess. I'm still dealing with it.
And then around some diagnoses that your doctor may have discussed with you, do you have any history with attention deficit disorder?
No.
Has anyone ever told you you have obsessive compulsive disorder, bipolar disorder, or schizophrenia?
None of those, but I finally got a diagnosis for my depression. I knew I'd been feeling the symptoms forever, but I finally got a good diagnosis for it. So depression, even though it wasn't on your list, I don't know if that counts.
Okay.